Hey,
Hi.
what's going on?
Hello, Nerdtropolis. How are you today?
Hey, well, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. I got to watch the film last night and absolutely loved it. You two were fantastic. Thank you so much for your time
Thank you,
today.
thank you.
Of course. So I wanted to ask to start off, what do you think is personally the most underrated or underappreciated element of the enemies to lovers trope?
I think it's that in a lot of rom-coms, and we were just talking about this earlier, it doesn't really feel like the love is earned. You just have to like jump
Mm,
on the ride with them and go. And with enemies to lovers, because there's so much back and forth, I really do feel like at the end of the movie, you feel like it's earned. They spent so much time together, like they've gotten to know each other over so many different walks of life.
yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, it's like I keep on saying it, but it's like it's when you're at each other's throats and I'll be like, are they flirting? Are they gonna get it together? And it almost feels like a really fun build up to eventually when hopefully they do get it together.
Yeah, definitely. It really does. And as a viewer, what do you personally want to see more of when it comes to the rom-com genre?
Yearning.
Yeah, male yearning. I want
Bring
men to
back the
yearn for women.
yearners. I want
Yeah.
like I think we stopped listening to like 90s R&B. We stopped listening to Jodeci and Boys to Men. I mean, those guys were outside in the rain.
Make men yearn again.
Yeah, man. Mhm.
Literally need it. Like
Yes.
it's a need. It's not even a
Yes.
want anymore. Like we
Yeah.
need the yearning back.
Maya, make America yearn again.
Maya's the character I play in Strangers.
Look at
I
that.
was like, why'd you just say that? That was
I
so
was just
weird.
thinking of that.
I went, yes?
Yeah, me.
You call me?
Congratulations, by the way, on that film.
Thank
But
you.
Bay tells Charlie to lean into what makes her different because that's what's going to set her apart. And I really loved that quote. So I wanted to ask, what is one time in your careers where you found yourself having to do that, having to lean into what makes you different for a role that you really wanted?
I mean, for Cheryl in Riverdale, I my whole life I hated having red hair, and I thought as an actor it would be so difficult to book jobs as a redhead because it's people they want to see blondes or brunettes. It feels like that's what you kind of only ever saw on TV. And when I got a role that was like she is a redhead, and they had like so much of about her was her redness, red hair, red clothing, red nails, red lipstick, everything. It was kind of like I had to embrace this thing that I kind of hated my whole life.
Yeah.
Did it make you have a new respect for it after or a new love for it after?
Yeah, now I really love my hair. I mean, I still think there are like limitations to what I can do looking like this, and I will have to change my hair color eventually next year. But for now, I enjoy it, and I found like love for it.
Jacob, what about you?
Yeah, man, it's like individualism is what sets you apart. And I think sometimes we're boxed in and we're told to conform to certain ways and how we are in life, but yeah, I mean, your individualism is your power. It's like Dr. Seuss one, the places you'll go. Have you read that book?
Of course.
Yeah. You're youer than you, that's truer than true. No one in this world is youer than you.
Love that. Love it. And when it comes to maintenance required, was there something that you really thought was used in a fun and unique way to the rom-com genre? Because I feel like obviously there's so many tropes that are used and all of that fun stuff. But what is it that you were like, I love the way this in particular is used for this story or my character?
I personally feel like in this film, the gender roles were kind of swapped in a way that I really
Mm,
appreciated because I think
So brilliant.
even though I feel now societally like we don't have the very clear like male female gender roles in rom-com specifically it still feels so heteronormative and I like that here it's like Charlie is in her masculine. Charlie is fixing cars. Charlie
mhm.
doesn't care about dating anybody. And Beau is like yearning for her. Beau wants her and he's got to bring her softness out of her, which I feel like is almost the opposite of what you usually see on screen.
I had a real fun time chipping away at that wall.
It was tall. It was a
Yeah.
tall. It was a tall
It was
wall,
tall
and it was a thick
and
wall.
thick,
By the end.
Chip, chip, chip
but
away.
I brought a
Sledgehammer.
sledgehammer to that thing.
He came in like a wrecking ball.
hmm
Thank you both so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And congrats on the film.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Hi, Madison. Hi, Katie. Hi, Matteo. Sophia Soto
Hey.
at Nerdtropolis. How are you all today?
Good, how are
Doing
you?
good.
Good. Congratulations on the film. It was really, really good, and I really enjoyed it. So I wanted to ask, first of all, what do you think is the most underrated element of the enemies to lovers trope, since it is such a popular one?
Enemies to lovers, the trope. I see what you're saying. I got so confused. And said yeah, I thought we were gonna talk book punk cards for a second. No, that's a good one, right? Where it's like it kind of builds the tension between them, and then they finally fall in love. But like, you're asking what another trope is?
What do you think is the most
underrated
element of that specific trope?
Oh, probably the hate at first.
Giving someone another chance.
Yes, yeah.
Being open-minded.
There you go.
I said hate. What?
Yeah.
You could tell me
said
Italian.
being a
I'm like-
Perfect. Nailed it. And as a viewer, what do you personally want to see more of when it comes to the rom-com genre?
Ooh, just more of them. I feel like they kind of disappeared for a little while.
They did. And funnier and like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think also too, like the early aughts, late
Yeah.
90s, there was always a kind of hook. So it was like the wedding planner, you know, or like there was always like Made in Manhattan, like you know there was all now it's Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez is what I'm trying to say. But there was always some kind of hook, you know. What was the one with her and Jane Fonda and Monster-in-Law?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
Is there something that stuck out to you about Maintenance Required when it came to the genre that you were like, oh, I'm really excited to see this in particular in this story?
I like that like the girls are just dirty and gritty and doing the car thing, and Jacob's character is just like clean and you barely see him touch a car the whole time. And it's just kind of a fun dynamic shift. Yeah.
Matteo, anything to add?
I think I like the fact that they're already in love with each other at the beginning of the movie. Like, unlike most, I mean, they obviously do the whole meet and whatever, but I think it's interesting that they're already falling for each other before it even starts.
And I just like that they made the best friend of the guy gay, not the girl, you know? Because I love Netflix Christmas movies and like other like Christmas like Hallmark, you know what I mean? I probably shouldn't say Netflix movie. But
Other
I love
movies
them.
that are lesser
Oh,
than this one.
that's right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
always.
But I love, and it's always the gay guy in the office who's always like, "Go get him," you know.
Yeah.
So it was fun to be friends with Jacob, and that was a nice twist for me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Bo tells Charlie to lean into what makes her different because that's what's going to set her apart. So for each of you, was there a time in your career when you found yourself leaning into what was different and going to set you apart when it comes to a specific role that you really wanted?
Yeah, there's not many bodybuilder actresses out there, and that really helped me land some roles.
We were neck and neck on that one.
I know. You were my deadliest competition.
But then I leaned into what made me unique. And
Yeah.
I dropped it. I let it go.
They said that she was too young, and I was just old enough for the character. That was the only thing.
That's
Well, I mean, for stand-up, because I'm a stand-up comic and I've not done a lot of acting, you know, I think when you're doing stand-up and it's been for the past 100 years just very heterosexual, which is great. But, you know, it's nice to have a gay voice and a gay perspective, and audiences who are heterosexual who don't know you are still seeing your life through your lens, and it's a nice, you know, oh, we're more alike than we're different. So that's nice. It sets you
Also,
apart.
an 8-pack.
Yes, that as well. I don't want to get
I'll
off
just
that.
sleeper-
I want everyone to
sleeper
know.
bill.
Wearing a large sweater, but I'll have you know. I work out.
Thank you all so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And congrats on the film again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.